Ortiz built her entire platform by showing off the dream influencer lifestyle. I am talking endless shopping, buying expensive clothes, having an almost perfect relationship, and a body that became a huge part of her image. But after a few of her videos went viral, people started asking if there is more to this perfect image she sometimes portrays online. And suddenly, Ortiz went from being one of TikTok's favorite fashion influencer to now being heavily criticized online. And to be honest, there's a clear reason why this has caused an entire debate, especially in her comment section. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking it all down. With that being said, let's dive right into it, shall we? First off, who is Ortiz? Ortiz was born on August 23rd, 2006, making her about 19 years old. On social media, she posts fashion-related content, beauty content, and sometimes posts videos about her life.
Get ready with me while I tell you guys random facts about myself. I've had 3 well-known artists hit me up, and one of them even tried making me or convincing me to fly out to LA to go watch one of his concerts. The thing is, people don't know that I'm still in high school. I'm still in high school, but I will be graduating this year, and I will be one of the youngest people graduating. I'm like one of the youngest people in my class. Like, I could have been a junior. I am a senior in high school, and I've never in my life had a job. No. I always feel so left out when people are like, no, sorry, I can't hang out today because I have work. Or like, oh my god, I love my coworkers. I want to be able to meet people through work.
And she has said before that she really loves clothes. And you're going to see that later in the video how serious it is. She officially started posting on social media in 2023 where she will do an OOTD or put certain outfits together and make a video about it. But she really started taking off around 2024. During when I was gathering information for this video, I was trying to wrap my head around where I have seen Lynn before, not physically, I'm talking about online. And I then remembered that back in 2024, she used to do videos like get ready with me for church, while wearing some certain outfits in the beginning. But I think she stopped that series because of the amount of backlash she was getting. A lot of people did not really like that she was wearing that type of outfit to start off when she was making content regarding her going to church. However, I will say that it's videos like that that truly did grow her account because she was getting a lot of attention even though it wasn't necessarily good attention. Earlier this year, Lynn posted a video on social media where she was doing a challenge with her boyfriend, and the whole concept behind the challenge was that they're gonna switch cards for 30 minutes, and during that 30 minutes they can buy whatever they want with each other's cards. Now you guys already know where this is going because apparently Lynn spent about $2,300 while her boyfriend spent 300.
We're swapping cards for 30 minutes, so let's see what I can buy on his card. Guys, we're actually at the mall now. We're about to start the 30-minute timer. Okay, first place I'm gonna go is the Apple store so I can get a new phone. Guys, we made it to the Apple store. Okay, guys, I just got the phone and it was $2,198. I'm gonna go meet up with Alex now, but low-key, I'm gonna trick him into giving me more time because I'm gonna tell him that I'm there at the meeting spot, but I'm actually gonna be upstairs in Skims. I think I might get these. Successfully got the pajamas. It was $140. Now I actually have to go find Alex. Okay, guys, we finally met up. Do you wanna know how much I spent?
Yep.
$2,338. How much did you spend?
I spent 300.
And let's just say that people were not having it at all. I'm not even joking. A lot of people were going as far to calling her evil for spending that amount of money and asking her why she needed a new phone when she already had a phone. It even got to a point where people were feeling bad for the boyfriend and leaving comments like Alex deserves better, he deserves to find somebody that would not spend his money so recklessly, this and that.
Okay guys, I just wanted to come on here and say that I apologize for my actions and I really do feel like Alex deserves better. And I do believe in karma, so I'm just gonna take this time off of social media and just reflect on my actions. Oh, sure.
Because of the extreme outrage, people were leaving comments like, this cannot be a healthy relationship. Spending $2,000+ on somebody else's money is actually insane. I bet your phone works perfectly. I don't mean this as hate, but if I spent more than $300, I would feel horrible. He looked so sad at the end. He only spent $300 and definitely did not expect you to spend thousands. Girl, I don't know why you're smiling. It's not fun to spend thousands of your boyfriend's money. And seriously, I'm not even exaggerating about the comments. I'm telling you that 96% of comments are not positive at all. Now, we don't really know their relationship dynamics. We can only guess by what is being shown to us on the internet, and a lot of people saw it as completely unfair, as something that he was not expecting. Honestly, whatever I see on social media, I'm no longer surprised anymore because here's the thing, influencers can do anything to get engagement. Even though it's bad or good engagements, they don't care as long as people comment. They don't mind getting dragged as long as the video does well. So we don't know exactly if this is how she is in real life or if this is just what she was doing to further make people leave comments like this, which in turn boosts engagement. Now, let's talk about overconsumption and the closet full of unworn clothes. This is something that you would notice when you start watching Lane's content. Like I mentioned earlier, she's a fashion influencer, so it's not really surprising that she does clothing hauls, what I got recently, what I'll probably keep, and what I would return videos.
My favorite sport is shopping. Ow, this hurts my heart so bad. Black Friday haul. I actually got so many things. I have gone overboard. Didn't go shopping for 2 months, so I decided to reward myself with the shopping spree. I went shopping and didn't try anything on, so let's try it on now and see if I want to keep or return the things.
And slowly, when you start watching all these videos, you kind of notice that this is just overconsumption. Lynn has a lot of clothes. A lot is probably an understatement. She probably has hundreds of jeans trouser of probably the same exact color lined up with some clothes even including their tags, never worn before, or just there to rot in the closet for as long as possible.
I own over 60 pairs of pants, so let's talk about jean essentials. Styling something in my closet that I've never worn before because I get so much hate for having clothes in my closet that still have tags, so let's change that.
When I first saw this closet, I was like, there's no way this is real. How can somebody have so many jeans trousers? Now, if you know me, you know that I'm a huge fan of jeans trousers. It's probably kind of almost the only thing I wear. I'm trying to expand my fashion sense, but I really love wearing jeans. But even as a jean lover myself, I cannot imagine having so much like that, having multiple blue jean trousers that look exactly the same. Now I see a lot of people arguing that she's a fashion influencer, so it's inevitable. Who told you a fashion influencer is supposed to overconsume? I thought we already had this conversation regarding beauty influencers having this big rack behind them filled of makeup products that they'll probably never use in this lifetime. It's just sitting there waiting to expire, and after it expires, they throw it away. It is basically the same thing when it comes to fashion. Yes, clothes don't necessarily expire, but those clothes will still end up in the landfill. Buying unnecessary things that you don't need is what is called overconsumption. Another argument is that it's a money. Now, let's address this in the most respectful and mature way possible. Everybody owns their money. Everybody can do whatever they want with their money. As long as you made it yourself, it's your money. But that doesn't mean that whatever you do with that money would not be considered as wrong to other people. Yes, you can say I can do whatever I want with my money, I can spend it however I want. Yes, but once you bring it to the internet, they will also give their opinion on what they think you're doing with your money that doesn't sit right with them. Yes, it's dystopian, but that's how the internet is. It is a public domain where people can freely share their public opinion, and that's just the reality. It's when you bring it to the internet that you see criticism like this, because to be fair, if it never did a closet tour or even showed people your closet, they'll probably never know that you overconsume. Okay, no, I take that back. They would know because Lynn does a lot of clothing hauls, shopping hauls, etc. And that's why a lot of people argue over consumption. At the end of the day, you watching this video, you have your own money. You can decide to spend it on whatever you want. But that doesn't take away from the fact that if you buy too much of something that you probably do not need and it's just there to sit down, is known as overconsumption, especially when it will later land or end up in the landfill. Overconsumption has been pretty much normalized due to the fact or the ideology that it's your money and you can do whatever you want with it without considering it's getting wasted at the end of the day, especially when you don't need that thing but you're buying it. There's really no disputing that Lynn is rich. I mean, she just bought a house. Yes, you heard that right. She bought a house at 19 years old. Wow, that is actually amazing. What? Speaking of criticism, another thing that Lynn has been really criticized for is body checking. Now, if you don't know what body checking is basically the process of repeatedly highlighting one's body, especially like their proportions or appearance, in a way that can encourage comparison. People have heavily criticized her for focusing on her figure, or let's just say making videos that focuses on her body rather than the clothes. Now, I'm not entirely knowledgeable on body checking. Honestly, I don't want to speak on this because the last time I did speak on this regarding Broke Monk, I think that's one of my most misinterpreted videos ever. I mean, go watch that video yourself and compare it to the comment section. You'll understand what I'm trying to say. But Lynn has been dragged to the mud. I'm not even joking. Anytime I see a video of this girl, the comment section is always the same thing. A lot of people are arguing that she's making women feel insecure about their bodies by constantly putting her body out there and saying, oh, look at my hips, it's so small, oh, this clothes fits my body perfectly, things like this. Now, I would say, please, I thought we're very past this era. Why is what someone posting on the internet making you feel insecure? Why are you dwelling your security in somebody else's body? What if one day you're secure in yourself and you scroll on social media and see somebody with the most tiniest weight possible? Would you say that person is the cause of your insecurity? Please, I've said this multiple times. Be secure in yourself. Why is it that seeing the video of somebody is making you insecure? This is really not supposed to be an entire conversation on its own, to be honest, but I just had to bring it up because of how serious it is. Guys, I'm not even joking. If you follow Lean, you probably have seen this happen multiple times. Again, because I'm not entirely educated on body checking and where it stems from, I'm really not going to say much about this particular section. However, I've seen multiple comments of people being like, she called me fat in 1,000 different languages. She's trying to show off her body. She's fishing for compliments. Guys, I don't know. Please just feel free to make your own opinion down below, because I don't want to talk too much about this particular situation until when I'm truly sure on what this means and why exactly it's a bad thing. But one thing I would say is that why are you relying on somebody else for you to be secure in your image and in your body? Guys, I don't understand this. Please stop it. It never actually works. Can you guys just stop this? It is really, really disturbing and troubling whenever I see comments like this. This is not even supposed to be a real comment, but here we are. It never actually works out when you rely on somebody else for you to feel positive about your body, for you to like your body. Then what happens when that person eventually changes? We've already seen this happen multiple times, right, on this channel when it comes to body positivity. Why do people still want to go down this drain again after being there multiple times? Speaking of body, let's talk about the boob job allegation. Honestly, this is one of the most controversial discussions around Lane. It has really gotten to this point. There are arguments, people arguing with each other, discussing with each other if she's lying or if she's trying to, put out this false perception that she did not go under the knife. And I honestly think it's because a lot of people see her as contradicting herself by sometimes saying that she never went under the knife and some other times giving her CC description to somebody else. Now, if you don't know what CCs are, it's basically how big you want it to be. Guys, I'm very, very bad at explaining this, but you kind of understand what I'm trying to say. On some occasions, she'll be giving out information of how big she told her doctor she wanted, and on some other days, she'll probably be deleting comments of people who are asking her the same question if she went under the knife. And this became an entire thing of people constantly calling her out for making girls feel insecure and lying about her surgery. I think we should already know what the answer to this is. It is not yet publicly confirmed. By publicly, I mean maybe an article or even a video by Lynn that she went under the knife, but just the comment that she replied to, giving the description of how many cc's she asked for, you should already know that she did in fact go under the knife. But I would say the reason people are really dragging her is because it seems like she's deleting comments of people asking her the same question and then asking her why she's lying in certain comments, saying that she never got her boobs done. Now, don't come for me. I am just delivering information to you accurately, what people are saying on the internet and how and why this has become an entire conversation. I think there was one video that I saw where she said, your body is not the problem, it is the clothes. And she was insinuating that the reason she has that type of body is because of the clothes that she bought, which, by the way, the brand sponsored her. I don't understand her, guys. It's funny. It's not that the boy is really that funny. How does a cloth give you your desired body shape?
Everyone's always like, body tea, workout routine when? Little do they know it's all in the clothes. I'm currently wearing the sleek scoop cami top from Garage. This thing literally snatches you up. Look at my waist. It fits so good. And then look at how well the girls are sitting. I'm not wearing a bra right now. This is all the shirt. This is the best fitting shirt that I've ever put on my body, and it's so comfortable too.
She has also been accused multiple times of using filters to make her waist appear slimmer. And a lot of arguments I've been seeing regarding this is that a lot of young girls or even women will come across this video and see it as a normal body type for them to have, and because they keep on trying to get it, it's going to make them feel insecure. Honestly, I think this conversation requires a lot of context. Yes, it's another different conversation where we're talking about people using filters to make their waist look slimmer and or their face look different, etc., without explicitly exposing it or rather telling the internet that this is exactly what I'm using. I've seen a lot of influencers that do this and they're open about it. Like, they tell the internet that I use filters, I use this, I use that. So when you see them in person, you're not really going to be surprised if they look different. At the end of the day, I don't think Lane is a controversial figure. I would say that she has made some problematic posts, but controversial, not really. But I would say that she does have fans. Like, she has fans that adore her and like her. But one thing I just want to touch on is the overconsumption. Overconsumption is bad. Please Just because you're a beauty influencer, a fashion influencer, doesn't mean that you have to stock up on things that you probably never use ever. Maybe, just maybe, because I'm not an influencer or because of I'm broke, that I cannot really fathom somebody spending this amount of money on items that are basically the same, no difference at all, just for you not to wear it and for it to still have its tags, meaning it has probably been there for months and you've never worn it once. I mean, Lynn has even admitted to this multiple times. That's where I would say I kind of have a problem with buying things that you do not need. And if I want to add my opinion to the other things, I would say please always disclose to your audience if you're using a filter or something that modifies your body. Because at the end of the day, I promise you, people on the internet, as long as they know that they can give their opinion, because again, it's a public domain, they are gonna call you out. They're gonna call you out if they notice a single difference. So these are just my takes. Feel free to have yours if you want to. Again, Lean is not a controversial figure to me, honestly. I talk about influencers and I just think she made some problematic videos. But except from that, I think she's a cool person. Like, to be honest, I think she's a cool person. Except from that, like buying a house at 19, oh my goodness. Props to you, girl. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as usual, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye.